Hello, today I'm sharing some of the best new makeup releases available at Sephora that I think you'll love and you may want to grab while they're on sale. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I have a lot of fun things to share with you that really stood out to me that I've been enjoying, so let's go ahead and get into it. If you're Rouge tier like I am, you can already shop and save. The other tiers go live in a couple of days. I've already done one recommendations video and I'm doing another one in a couple of days when the other tiers go live. I always do a series of videos during the Sephora sale. It helps me break things up a little bit, and I have a lot of fun making these videos for you. If you want to see my other recommendations, I'll have them linked up here in the corner for you and down below in my description box along with everything I'm sharing with you today. And I'll also have the code, dates, and all the details of the fall Sephora sale and the main page too in case you just want to browse. I'm starting with complexion products in these videos, and I have a stick foundation that I fell in love with. I have an entire review on Dior Forever Skin Perfect multi-use foundation stick. Now, a lot of stick foundations don't work well for me with my skin type in my hot, humid weather, but this one melts into my skin beautifully and wears well all day long, even on hot, humid days. I can take this from light to medium, almost medium full coverage. It's very smoothing and looks natural and skin-like and has a natural soft matte finish. Now, there were some days where I wore this with more mattifying moisturizers, primers, and sunscreens, and my skin did feel a little bit dry as the day went on, which is kind of unusual. I have combination skin that gets shiny, oily in my T-zone, but is pretty normal and can have some dry areas around the perimeter. But when I use regular moisturizers and sunscreens and even no primer, this works beautifully. It almost seems to look even better on my skin as the day goes on. So I've been recommending this to those with normal to oily skin for those reasons. I would love to hear from you if you have dry skin, how this works for you, but I think this is a beautiful, natural, very easy to use foundation that's definitely worth picking up on sale since it is a more high-end luxury brand. I wear shade 2N. If you're curious about any of my foundation or concealer shades, I keep them updated over on my blog and linked in my description boxes for you so you can always see those. But if you haven't had luck with stick foundations, this might be one you want to try. In my review of Milk Makeup Hydro Grip and Glow Primer, I said I thought I was going to look like C3PO before I tried this because of how it looks in the bottle. It's very golden, very shimmery. I'm also not a big fan of the original gripping primer. It just doesn't work well for my shine prone areas. I mean, look, it still has a metallic sheen here. This surprised me in the best way. So as you blend it out, you can see that metallic effect start to disappear and really blend into your skin, and it leaves behind a softer look, and it doesn't have that same extreme grippy feel of the original gripping primer. They instruct you to apply one pump to your face and massage it in and let it sit for 60 seconds, which is pretty important. You really want to let it set down before you apply any makeup on top. And what happens is it has a little bit of a grip to it, but it feels more like a regular primer after that. And there's no sparkle, there's no glitter. It leaves behind this really pretty glow that softly peeks out from behind my foundation. It helps my foundation stay on longer, which is what a primer should do. But if you have combination oily skin, sometimes these radiant primers can be a little too dewy and hydrating, too moisturizing during the day. And you know, we make our own dew during the day. This gives me that glow, but also keeps me from getting a lot of breakthrough shine in the process. This is what I've been looking for from a radiant primer. I love this and highly recommend it if you have been hesitant like I was. My thorough reviews of both the new Makeup by Mario setting powder and setting spray is in my recent October favorites and fail video. The powder just didn't work for either my dry under eyes or my shine prone areas on my face. I'll have that video linked up in the corner and down in my description box if you want to see more information about why that powder doesn't work for me. But the setting spray I really enjoy and recommend if you are looking for an alcohol-free setting spray that has an extremely fine cloud-like mist. When I use this, my makeup just looks more fused together, yet it doesn't change the finish of my makeup. It doesn't make it more dewy. It just locks it in place and it keeps it looking the same way it was after it was just applied, and it doesn't feel sticky or tacky. It's supposed to keep your makeup locked in place for what, 16 hours. I haven't tested it that long, but my makeup has looked good for a really long time when I've worn this. Plus there are some good ingredients in here too. It has hyaluronic acid to help with hydration. It's also got vitamin C for antioxidant protection, and it has niacinamide to help minimize the look of pores and help even your skin tone over time. And they don't focus on these ingredients, but I did see them in the ingredient list. It also has caffeine, glycerin, and ceramides too, which in my book are bonuses. Setting spray is a product that just always needs to be repurchased. So if you're looking for a good daily setting spray, for me, a daily setting spray is one that's alcohol free. I think this is a good one. I included Tower 28 Get Set Blur Powder in Palisades Pink in my recent Best Setting Powders video. I think this is such a great new release, and it's worked really nicely on my dry under eyes that have texture and fine lines, and it also works well on my face that, as I said earlier, can get some shine, but that also has some dry areas. And as you can see, this is not an overly pink powder. I'll see if I can pull some footage from that video where I have it next to some other pink powders just so you can see the comparison. I blotted very lightly with this right before filming this segment so you could see how it softly brightens as it blots away shine. So it's great for that too. Tower 28 formulates this and their other products, their concealer, which I love, for sensitive skin, which I really appreciate because I have sensitive skin. There are also ingredients in here to help hydrate and to help with sweat resistance and skin elasticity. It's talc free. It's just a nice pressed powder that's worked well for me on the various skin types I have on my face and my under eye area that I think is worth looking into. Now I am going to be sharing some other powders in my next video, which is my most used, most reached for Sephora products available from Sephora, products I've been using for a long time. Just to give you a heads up, you will be seeing some other powders too that I use on a regular basis. Hourglass keeps releasing these ambient lighting edit unlocked palettes year after year for a reason. They are huge sellers for the brand. And it's not just because of the artwork. I mean, the quality you get inside here is really great. Now, this is the inside of the Evil Eye palette. I customized it on Hourglass's website to have the dragon cover. You can't do that on Sephora, so just know that if you buy this on Sephora, it would be the Evil Eye cover. I talked about this at length in one of my recent videos. I'll have it linked right below where this product is in my description box. But I've been using this and loving this. I've used it on my face. I've used it on my eyes. All of the shades, the bronzer, blushes, everything in here is really pretty. It's got the usual Hourglass baked powder quality. And why not get it while it's on sale, you know, whether you're getting it for yourself or if you're looking for a gift for somebody. I mean, I love a good face palette because it's just a great multitasking product that's easy and quick to use and great to travel with. I couldn't choose between these two blushes. They both came out around the same time. The shades that I have from each are very similar and they both live downstairs in my vanity where I get ready every day. I reach for both of them and love them. So the first is Haus Labs Color Fused Blush in the shade Pomelo Peach. I love this packaging and here it is right here on top. So this shade has a little bit more pink in it. You could say it's more of a pinky peach. This is a no fail blush in that I can dip my brush in. I don't have to tap it off first and it never leaves a patch that I have to blend out on my cheek. It blends out beautifully, melts into my skin, and is truly buildable. And in typical Haus Labs fashion, there are skin benefiting ingredients in here. They're known for their fermented arnica, which helps reduce irritation and redness. And there are other ingredients, squalane, hydroberry, which hydrate, nourish, and soften and support the skin barrier. I love that about Haus Labs in general. The other is Fenty Beauty Cheeks Suede shade blush in Sundress Season, which looks very similar, more on the peachy side than peachy pink. This is also very easy to apply, user-friendly, no fail, and very buildable. You have your choice between matte and shimmers with this line, and they say it's waterproof, sweat, and humidity resistant, which I love, and long-lasting, of course. I find both of these to be very long-lasting, which is why I couldn't pick between the two. I find them both to blend out beautifully and wear beautifully throughout the day. So you have two options. There you go. I don't remember the last time I liked a mascara this much. I can't get over how much I like Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize Volumizing and Curl Mascara. I mean, this is a very luxurious glass mascara bottle here. You have some intensely packed bristles and a nice curved wand. I find I get nice lift with this for not being a waterproof formula, and if I do wear a waterproof formula under it, my lashes are curled, this adds really nice length and volume to my wimpy lashes. It takes a lot for me to fall in love with the mascara, truly, and I love this one. I do need to scrape the wand off though, because a lot of product can come out. I also want to make a note about how it closes. I think they put some thought into this, which I appreciate because mascaras can dry out so quickly. So you tighten it and then it slowly tightens further, which to me means less air is going to get in here. I've already talked about a combo of Say lip liner. These are the lip liner 101s and Glossy Bounce. They launched some new shades of Glossy Bounce. Disco is described as a pinky rose shimmer, but I want you to see this shimmer because to me it's just more of a high gloss sheen with more opacity than the usual Glossy Bounces. I love this shade. I usually pair it with either Wink, which is described as a rose nude, or French, which is a pink nude. I also swatched Flirt, which is a caramel nude, and Twist, which is mauve nude. This lip liner formula is really nice. They have some hydrating ingredients in here so they don't dry your lips out, they don't feather, they don't bleed, they last a decent amount of time on your lips too, so they help other products last. And Glossy Bounce is a lip gloss oil hybrid with a cushiony feel to it. It has nice shine to it and nice opacity to it too. You could wear these by themselves, at least the new shades anyway. If you like pinky nudes, you will probably love this Disco shade the same way I do. They have butters and oils to soothe, nourish, condition, hydrate, all the good things. They're not too thick, they're not sticky at all, nor are they too runny and liquidy either. They're just a nice in-between texture that I personally love. These have been out a few months, but I wanted to put them in this video because, you know, they're still considered newer releases and they're so good. So Clarens launched a lip gloss balm stick version of their super popular lip oils. They have that black currant vanilla scent and they are lovely. I changed my lip out to Pitaya, that's this one, and here it is swatched. So you can see they have a sheer tint to them, but you're still getting some pigment and a lot of shine. And one of the best things to me about these is that they have peptides. So you're not getting just butters and oils, you're actually getting some lip treatment here, and of course you're getting all the nourishment and hydration, soothing, smoothing effects that you get from a lip gloss balm oil tinted hybrid product. Now this shade right here that I swatched on top is Lychee, which is a more neutral everyday shade. These are great if you enjoy the Clarins lip oils but you want something in stick form, or if you don't want a thicker lipstick product but you still want something that gives you pigment, gives you tint, and feels good but isn't going to slip off right away either. Love these. This should have been the first lip product that I shared because this is what I was wearing the entire video until I put that Say Glossy Bounce in Disco on top of it. This is the Nars Explicit Refillable Satin Lipstick. The shade that I was wearing and that I'm showing you here is Blame. I also have a red that's really nice. I don't have it in here, but this is more about the formula. This is creamy and intensely pigmented too, and they're hydrating and smoothing. There's some nice ingredients in here. I I love the magnetic closure and the fact that if you run out, when you run out, you can buy a refill and you don't have to rebuy the entire thing. When it comes to bullet lipsticks, I'm always going to choose a pigmented creamy formula to a matte one. I can't stand my lips feeling dry, so that is why I absolutely love this launch. I feel like we've had a lot of matte launches lately and some launches that have been heavily scented. This is also unscented, which I love too. So if you also like a good creamy pigmented lipstick, this is one you might enjoy too. You can check out my current and past Sephora recommendations that I still stand by here, and be on the lookout for my upcoming most used and reached for Sephora products on a daily basis. That will go live when all tiers can shop the Sephora sale. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and enjoyable. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you next time. Bye.